Hey, welcome to my office. Another edition of Driving with Dave, although we're parked for the moment. But here we are, Saturday. You hear that? You hear that? Those are impeachment drums. There's some idiots out there just beating the crap out of those drums. Yes, this is going to cost the Democrat Odyssey 2020. Or it's going to go very, very, very bad for everybody else. And I'm not talking just a little bad. I'm talking retribution bad. See, because there are some people out there that would not just be happy with the mere accomplishment of winning the presidential election. And I say it that way on purpose. The mere accomplishment. That would not even be their purpose in winning now. The purpose in winning now is for retribution. You see, there's 63 million people that voted against the elite, that voted against the ruling class. And what group is highlighted, is pointed to the most in that 63 million. You ask anybody, they're going to say, oh, the evangelicals turned out in mass droves to vote this one through. Yeah. It goes one of two ways. Trump wins in an absolute, phenomenal, unprecedented landslide. Number one. That's the first way. Number two, some things go severely wrong, not the way we would expect. And there comes a complete and utter retribution. Somebody, Hillary Clinton, has vengeance on her mind. And people have floated it. They floated it, the idea earlier in this election cycle, this campaign cycle. And it was, then it was a kind of, maybe, it could happen. Hillary Clinton could jump in the race. She is like the seven-headed Hydra. Cut one head off, and she has at least two or three pop up. The further left the Democrats go. Now, look at it. Think of it. Okay, you got all your candidates, lined up, shoulder to shoulder to shoulder, right? And this guy down here, this guy down here looks to his left, and he sees there's still people lined up down there. So what does he do? He goes and gets at the head of the left line. And then this person says, oh no, wait a minute. And he or she runs to the head of the left line. And it's this, who can stay to the left the most? Okay? Impeachment is going to either go terribly wrong for the Democrats, and they are going to lose everything, or somebody's going to rig the election for retribution. That's it. Because if Trump wins again, and here's the thing, if Trump wins again, which I think that if we were allowed to have a clean vote, okay, I think he would win handily at this point. Right now, he would win if we could have a clean vote. I don't think we're going to get one. Something just sits in my gut telling me we're not going to get a clean vote. Something is telling me that Hillary is raising her head. She pops up, keeps herself relevant, and we're over here on this side going, oh gosh, can't she just retire already? Chelsea, take the hag and put her in a home. And that's why I've got my poll question out there. It's somewhat tongue-in-cheek, but it's also serious. Which would be worse? Hillary winning 2020 or a nuclear bomb dropped in the U.S.? If you really think about it, one nuke dropped in the U.S., it would wipe out and do a lot of damage. It wouldn't destroy the country, and it would not seek out 66 million people with retribution on their mind. A Hillary Clinton in office would. So you can see why I would ask that question. It is sort of tongue-in-cheek, yes, the loss of life devastating and everything. But on the other hand, again, tongue-in-cheek, Hillary Clinton in office, winning now with what she said about she received 66 million job recommendations, and she was defeated by a corrupt tornado of a man. No, she was not defeated by a corrupt tornado of a man. She was defeated by the 63 million votes that put the weight on the Electoral College. So the 63 million votes, that's what she sees, and that's who she holds accountable for her loss. And she sees evangelicals. Mark my words. It could happen that she decides to get in and kind of going off in two directions. I mentioned the Democrat Party, and every time one runs to the head of the left line, the one who's behind has to run to the head of the left line. So it's just you ever watch bicycle racing, team racing, right? There's a guy in front for a while, and then he's making the separating the wind, breaking the wind for the people behind, so they have less drag. So then it's a tiring thing. So this person behind goes in front, and this one goes in front, and this one goes in front, and that's exactly the way the Democrats are doing it. There's the left line. Who can be furthest left? No one can be further left than me. Oh, you just jumped in ahead of me in the left line. I gotta come up with something even more radical. Oh, we're gonna make something else free. Anyway, if you think about how radical and far left the Democrats are moving, their candidates, the presidential candidates, Biden doesn't do well. I think they're trying. The ruling class had been trying to present him as the moderate of choice. But I really don't think that this whole Ukraine thing is going to be able to get away from him. It's going to be on his back. It's there. He's not going to get rid of it. Hillary, on the other hand, she has a base. Okay? And how many moderates that really don't want to support Trump, or did support Trump in the beginning, but don't want this baggage, okay? Don't like the tweet storms, or whatever. Joe Walsh would probably even vote for Hillary at this point, but I'm just saying, I don't think that it is above. I don't think it's unreasonable. I think that it's something that could happen. She would have an instant base. She would instantly take a vast majority of moderates that simply don't want to have to support Elizabeth Warren, that will not support her. So, saying, it could be ugly. It could be real, it could be brutal. We'll see. If Trump is elected, it's going to be another rough 4 years. And I don't think that the impeachment hysteria would stop unless I would have to say a vast majority of Democrats pushing for it, especially in those swing districts in areas that Trump won or nearly won. The only way it stops is if Democrats completely, not just lose power, but I mean are eradicated from Washington, removed from Washington, period. I don't expect them all to be. They won't all be. But I'm talking about having a minuscule representation in government. The Democrat Odyssey, in my opinion, is in their last convulsive throes before fully destroying themselves. I really don't think that they've got much left in the tank at all. Y'all have a good one. God bless.